Doing today? This is Doug West, Wild D West, coming to you out of Kansas. Just made the trip up from Texas. Had a little commercial shoot down there. Got to see some family and friends. Got to enjoy a birthday party for my granddaughter. Everything was good. Um, Pretty little glasses, the only ones I could find. Trying to get this thing to work. And as you can see, I'm washing myself off these lights. Um, let's see if we can turn one of these off. I feel like I'm cooking chicken. I'll turn one of them down. How's that? Is that a little bit better? And look like a Q-tip. I think that's a racist term, but hey. Who is it? Well, what am I? I'm a man. Male Homo sapien. Moved up from Texas during the start of the COVID. Was teaching comedy defensive driving, doing some acting, slinging some vodka for crude vodka out of Addison, Texas. The smoothest vodka you can find. No, they're not paying me for this, but you never know. One day, somebody might tune in and actually listen to me. Right now, I'm just checking it out and seeing if I can get these devices to work all in one. If I'm speaking loud enough and people get enough understanding out of it. Don't you love Alanis Morissette? I don't know. I always tell people, especially out there in the real world, women, I always tell women, if you can listen to Alanis Morissette and actually relate to what she's singing in that first album that went big was Jagged Little Pill, maybe you can accept and then listen to the next album. And of course, she signed a contract with the devil and she had to do so many dance songs and stuff. So some people got lost with the dance stuff, but I really dig it. And I really appreciated whenever Kevin Smith put her as God in the movie Dogma. And if you're not a big Kevin Smith fan, check him out. Start with the original, which was what, Clerks, and work your way up Mallrats, Chasing Amy, all those other ones, and then Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob's Big Adventure, or whatever they had. I don't know. It's really good that Jay was able to get off the drugs, supposedly, and it's good that he had a group of friends that stood behind him and stood with him during that period of time. Lately, we've lost some celebrities. One of the biggest ones that really touched me as an actor was Sean Connery. Sean Connery passed, and I believe he was a great actor, a good man, and yeah, the James Bond, the other movies, Tomb Raider or Raiders of the Lost Ark. Those were fun movies, and it's really a loss that we had. Eddie Van Halen, that was another one. I mean, he was a little bit older than me, and of course, he had a lot more fame and fortune than I did. He was able to be with Valley Bertinelli, which, One Day at a Time or whatever that show was. She was beautiful, and I'm glad that he was able to somewhat get himself straight before he went on to the other side. What a crazy little harpsichord we may have going on up there in the big mansion area. But I also had an agent tell me I need to get a voiceover tape to him, so voiceover reel. My biggest deal is a lot of times I do my voices and impressions really fast, and it's hard to have a recorder there when you're going live, and you're live. This is just a rambling on, but let me know if you liked it. If you didn't like it, maybe I should have more content when I start next time. Just wanted to reach out and say happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, November 18th, 2020, in the middle of the pandemic. Sorry I'm not wearing a mask. Just don't get that hazmat tampon on your face or sanitary napkin. There's so many ways that stuff can enter your body, and breathing it is a very big, important thing. But if you have that kind of fear, stay at home because the stress is really causing your cortisol levels to go nuts. Then you end up eating, and then you get the carbs. I'm now calling carbs Carblos Rivera. So, Carblos, if Carblos is your friend, let me let you know that Carblos is not your friend. The carbs affect us in so many ways, but it all help. It all same. Um, it's going to pick you up. It's going to bring you up because your body's running on the sugars, your brain's running on the sugars. But then your body's going to say, "Hey, I've had enough," and then it's going to start turning it into energy, and the energy that it turns it into is pretty much fat. And then you wake up tomorrow and you eat the same diet, and all you're doing is just storing more and more, like a little squirrel waiting for the Arctic winter. It never gets burnt unless you're waking up and you're at least exercising, moving for at least 30 minutes to an hour. If you're a child under the age of 24, you should be moving at least 60 minutes a day in an active weight bearing way. Weights actually do help you. A lot of people say yes, some people say no. Um, drink plenty of water, get 7 to 8 hours worth of sleep, and know that you are loved. And trying to edit some video scripts for Claudia, who's been working on her programs to help with mindfulness for change. You can go to mindfulnessforchange.com and take a look at what she's doing. Yes, a lot of people asked. Funny, we're talking about Carlos Rivera, and here we go. It's just because what is it? 8 seconds. You can have 8 seconds free. That's Sheryl Crow. None. That way we're not infringing on anyone's money-making capabilities. A little bit about myself and being on the radio. This whole live thing is different. I was on the radio, had a couple of shows. One in Texas. It was called the Axeman Spotlight Show, where we gave the spotlight to the local artists there in Texas. 1100 Springs, Kevin Deal, Tommy Davidson, such likes like that. Met some really great people. Met George Ryan. What's his name? Anyway, he ended up being a Grammy winner. I was really, because I told him that whenever I had the interview with him, I asked him, I said, "How long have you been playing?" And he said, 6 months. And then he played harmonica too. And I said, Ryan Bingham, George Ryan Bingham. And I asked him, how long have you been playing harmonica? Because I always wanted to really play harmonica. I mean, I can play the choo-choo train on it, but that's about it. And he said 6 months. He was a college student down in Tarleton College in Stephenville, down near my buddy's house, Brent. He's used to work on the railroad tracks, and now he's keeping people in line. So supposed to went hunting with Brent, but the new wife didn't understand hunting. She didn't understand two men going out because she'd seen Brokeback Mountain. And I said, no, it's nothing about Brokeback Mountain. She said, well, why does two men want to go out and camp out with each other? I said, well, we wake up bright and early before the deer wake up so we can get there, hide, and then feed them something so that they'll stay there long enough for us to wake up and take their lives. And she's like, well, I don't eat deer. And I said, but eat your cow. And she goes, yeah, but I don't kill it. And I go, well, you do. You do kill the cow by buying the cow's meat, because down the line, somebody said, hey, another pound was sold. Let's kill another cow so we don't run out of meat. Killing a deer. Yeah, I do love the vegan lifestyle. I'm an O negative blood type, so that means I should probably eat nuts, berries, readily available fruits and vegetables, and meat during the wintertime. Why? Because O negative supposedly was the original blood type. AB is the high end of the bougie blood types, and they should eat more of your vegan diets and stuff like that. Have the white complexion and walk with a prance. And seems like they speak with a lisp, but that's okay. Nobody's judging. I may not be politically correct, and please, dear God, forgive me if I step on your toes, because I'm not dancing. I'm just talking. That's my time. I hope you're having a great day. I don't even know how long that is. That's 15 minutes. Let's go a little bit longer and see what's going on, because every day is a winding road. Every day road with Sheryl Crow. Shout out to Sheryl Crow, just in case she's ever going to happen to get drunk enough, stupid enough to actually click on this old man. This old man with Doug West. Wild West, yeah. I got to see Sheryl Crow in concert at a private concert there at the Barron's annual event in Dallas. That was pretty nice. I could hear the songs playing, but I couldn't see who was singing, because she was a little bitty thing behind the microphone. And that was really neat. I had my daughter with me. We were working at an event, bartending and slinging drinks. It's been a fun life. Maybe we'll come back and start from there. Start from the old Plant City, Florida, little adventures, and work our way up to modern day Kansas living. Why did Dorothy leave Kansas? Because she got caught up in a whirlwind with her little puppy dog. She didn't want to stay very far from the sidewalk, and that's Kelly Clarkson. Another story. Kelly Clarkson used to work at the comedy club, Hyenas. Got to speak with her before she made it big. I said, what are you doing in a place like this? And because we had karaoke back in the day and after the shows. So it's been a very unique life, and I'd like to fill you in a little bit more and tell you all the ups and the downs and the ins and the outs of how Wild West maintained his Wild West status, even at 56 years of age. 56 years of age, I'm still having fun. Got a beautiful wife. I've had a wonderful life. I have marvelous kids. I've had losses and I've had tosses, and I've had some amazing times in this life. And the biggest lesson that I learned was, don't panic, because if you panic, you'll die. Teaching defensive driving for umpteen years, and people critique me on was some of the most bizarre things that I would ever think that a Plant City boy would ever hear from another human being, saying that they got something out of what I was talking about. But I hope you do. Either maybe not this time, but maybe the next time around. Check us out. Subscribe. Whatever you have to do this. I'm new at this, and let's see where this thing goes. I'll try to do an update. We'll start until we get this thing going well, and if nothing else, we will catch you on the flip side. I hope your life is doing the best it can, and if you want better, reach higher. Go beyond the things that you know. I'll leave you with, you know what you know what you don't know, but you don't know what you don't know. Try to live in the you don't know what you don't know, and in doing so, you will find that the universe opens up to you, because what we know has kept us where we are. Reach higher, reach beyond. And that's my time. You have a great night. Take care. God bless.